The one thing I say, his eyelid was closed, but man, when you look at it in slow motion, those fingers went deep. They went deep. I mean, that was Freddy Krueger freaking crap. I mean, they went deep, and man.
Hey guys, I'm back. But as you see in jacuzzi store, since I don't have a fight, now I'm selling jacuzzis. I'm a jacuzzi salesman. I have a special offer for Pereira. I want you to recover, so I will send you this jacuzzi for free. This way, we will have our trilogy fight soon as possible. I know you like to be relaxed, but I like to be busy. So I want my belt back because this job sucks. So take this jacuzzi, invite your boys, invite your ladies, and if you're Peterian and live in Thailand, invite your lady boys. Let's go.
Muhammad Usman's UFC journey ended suddenly, despite his impressive 4-2 record. After winning the Ultimate Fighter 30 by knocking out Zach Paga in August 2022, Usman looked destined for heavyweight title contention. His victories over Jake Collier and Junior Tafa solidified his reputation as a rising star in the division. Following an initial 3-0 UFC run, he faced adversity with consecutive defeats to former LFA champion Thomas Peterson and Mick Parkin. Usman rebounded with a commanding victory over Hamdi Abdar-Rahab last June, but his comeback was derailed by a 30-month suspension for testing positive for banned substances. A scheduled October bout against Walter Walker, Johnny Walker's brother, was scrapped due to injury. With over 2 years remaining on his suspension, the UFC decided not to wait, releasing him in their recent roster cuts alongside Jailton Almeida, who also parted ways following underwhelming octagon performances. In lighter news, Merab has transitioned into jacuzzi sales and offered to send Peter Yan a complimentary unit to aid his back surgery recovery before their anticipated rematch.
Fighting Hamzat again is, of course, what I'm after. Expecting any surprises? No. There's not going to be any surprises. I mean, that is the way he's going to fight, and if he tries anything different, it will be a terrible night. But we all know that. But he did what he had to win that belt. We can't hate on him for that. No, he did what he needed to do. It's the rules of the game, and he did it. So saying that, it's not fair, it is fair. He did what he had to do. Not how I would win my belt or would like to, but that's what he did. And now it's my responsibility to go and fix that, to stop him from doing that again and get him to fight my fights.
Dricus du Plessis is hungry for redemption. The former champion lost his title to Khamzat Chimaev in August 2025 after an exhausting 5-round war. Half a year removed from that setback, du Plessis has expressed strong interest in running it back. He's confident in his ability to neutralize Chimaev's wrestling attack and eager for another shot at reclaiming his championship gold.
So, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird what the UFC did with Chimaev. You brought a guy in that fights once a year who's like Madonna, who probably gets how much money does that dictator give him on the table? Like, the guy doesn't need to fight, dude. He's best friends with a warlord. He's just gonna sit on that belt and wait until they force him to fight. But yeah, no, the middleweight division, man, like from a pure money perspective, you would make more money not fighting for the belt than you would fighting for the belt. Say Chimaev goes and fights Nasruddin in 6 months. Well, let's say Chimaev sprains his pinky like he normally does. Now he takes another year off. So it's like you're off for 2 years. The belt isn't even it's not even in my brain anymore. I didn't even think about it. Like, I'll make significantly more money just fighting. You say, hey, you want to wait a year and a half and not fight, or just keep fighting and fighting good guys and maybe taking an L? I'll just go fight good guys, maybe take an L, and I'll triple my pay. I'd just say Fluffy beats me, and Fluffy want you for a title fight. Well, I mean, he's gonna fight Nasruddin in probably 6 months? Fights Nasruddin, say they have a hard fight, or even if they have an easy fight, he springs his pinky toe, he's out for another 8 months. So Fluffy, you're not fighting for a year and a half if you want to wait for that. And I'm sure you would, but it's me personally, I don't give a give me my paycheck. I want to go fight. Every fight, dude, the guy's like, I broke my hand. I have an x-ray. Want to see it? My shoulder's broken. It's every time this guy fights, he has a mysterious injury. It's just, why wait?
Sean Strickland considers the UFC's decision to give Khamzat Chimaev a title opportunity a catastrophic error. 6 months have passed since Chimaev won the undisputed middleweight championship, yet no timeline exists for his inaugural defense. In a recent ESPN MMA interview before his bout with Anthony Hernandez, Strickland unleashed criticism on Chimaev, accusing him of destroying the middleweight landscape through prolonged inactivity. He questioned whether the champion is using injury claims as convenient excuses to avoid defending his belt while keeping the division frozen.
That'd be a big fight. You know, I think that I think I'm probably the only one that could beat Chimaev. I honestly think Fluffy's a better wrestler than Chimaev. I think pace-wise, style-wise, I think over 5 rounds, Fluffy's probably a better, but then stand-up, I think Chimaev might take him to stand-up decision.
Strickland continued his critique during the same interview, declaring himself the sole middleweight capable of defeating Khamzat. He also made the bold claim that Anthony Hernandez possesses superior wrestling skills compared to Chimaev.
Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, who you got in that one? They're fighting March 7th.
I like Max.
You like Max?
Yeah, I'll stop.
Fans want to see you on the White House card. Are you going to be on the White House card?
That was weird what I said, but yeah, the White House looks perfect.
You're the man, bro. Thank you.
Paulo Costa has revealed an ambitious motivation behind his light heavyweight move. Costa is scheduled to face unbeaten Azamat Murzakanov at UFC 327 in Miami on April 11th. This represents a challenging debut at 205 pounds for the Brazilian, though his previous light heavyweight appearance resulted from a weight cut failure. His coach Andre Pederneiras explained this isn't necessarily permanent, but rather part of Costa's quest to become a dual-division champion. Costa is completely dedicated to achieving world championship status within 12 months, sacrificing everything including living away from home. The UFC offered an enticing proposition. Victory over Murzakanov would earn him top 5 rankings in both divisions, allowing him to pursue either title. Costa's goal extends beyond mere victory to creating historical legacy as a 2-division champion. Nate Diaz has issued what might be his first public apology ever. During a Clark and Loaded interview about the upcoming BMF title clash between Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira, Diaz initially stated he would slap Holloway. He later corrected himself on social media, clarifying his comment targeted Oliveira, not Holloway. Diaz acknowledged his mistake and apologized, showing respect for both fighters. His post read that while such actions might be acceptable in cage competition, his statement was inappropriate and disrespectful, expressing regret and respect for all parties involved.
I'm from New York. I mean, you talk, you back it up. What are you going to do? Yeah, Friday night. What are you going to punch me? We're fighters. Friday night. What are you going to do? I'm not going to love it too. I'm not going to react to your little talk, just like I haven't watched stuff.
UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria is expected to demolish Justin Gaethje quickly, according to his trainer. Coach Javi Clemente possesses unwavering confidence in his fighter's abilities and anticipates a swift finish against Gaethje. Clemente predicts Gaethje won't survive the opening round, believing Topuria will score a knockout during their first significant exchange. He guarantees a first-round finish, stating that regardless of Gaethje's toughness and determination, Topuria's power will prevent any forward pressure, similar to what happened against Oliveira. Clemente has identified exploitable flaws in Gaethje's technique that could prove costly on fight night. Meanwhile, a bizarre confrontation occurred when UFC heavyweight Walt Harris staged a scuffle with legless wrestler Zion Clark before their grappling match at Karate Combat, clearly designed to generate publicity and viewership.
The UFC asked Tom Aspinall to vacate the title until he was ready to go. And he said he'd be willing to vacate the title as long as they released him. Now, that opens the door so he can go ahead and box. This is a really weird situation. The heavyweight division is just a total show right now. And it's been a shit show since the John Jones coming in, not wanting to fight, the interim champion, which was Tom Aspinall at the time, and then fighting Stipe. No disrespect to Stipe, but it was just, John had something in mind, and the UFC didn't squash that. They allowed that fight to happen. And it just led into this thing where the heavyweight division's been on hold since the John Jones debacle, I guess you would call it. Bottom line is, Jailton Almeida is gone. Okay, they just released him. Tom Aspinall, if he is gone, John Jones doesn't seem like he's coming back, especially not to the heavyweight division. we have a mess. We have a disaster on our hands. The heavyweight division and the 205-pound division, the light heavyweight division, both weight classes are the worst that they've ever been. And these used to be the pillars. This used to be what would carry the promotion. When the merger of Strikeforce and the UFC happened, the heavyweight division was the strongest it had ever been. And the light heavyweight division, honestly, UFC was built off of the light heavyweight division. This is wild to me, man. The 135, 145, 155, and 170 right now are carrying the sport of MMA and definitely carrying the UFC.
Uriah Hall also engaged in promotional antics with his opponent Jaden Endodids on the same card. The tension between Tom Aspinall and the UFC continues escalating dramatically. Aspinall recently required additional surgery on both eyes, further postponing his octagon return. Speculation mounted about potential title stripping due to his extended absence. Former UFC veteran Josh Thompson disclosed that the promotion allegedly requested Aspinall vacate his championship, while Aspinall reportedly demanded his contractual release in response. Additional reports suggest major heavyweight division changes are imminent. MMA journalist Ruben Carter claims John Jones and Alex Pereira are scheduled to compete for the undisputed heavyweight title at a special UFC White House event. Carter alleges Aspinall has not only vacated his title, but been released from the UFC roster by mutual agreement, with Aspinall accepting vacation terms only in exchange for contractual freedom to pursue boxing opportunities. According to these reports, Pereira will abandon his light heavyweight championship, with Jiri Prochaska and Carlos Ulberg competing for the vacant 205-pound title at UFC 327 in Miami. Pereira seemingly acknowledged these rumors through an Instagram post captioned 1, 2, 3 and go, potentially hinting at pursuing titles across 3 weight classes, having already captured championships at 185 and 205 pounds. The third-ranked internet meme was shared by Actual Tradition. The second-place meme originated from Super Sharp Art. The top-rated meme was contributed by Intelligent Tier.